Welcome to the Ron's Basement Show, everybody. Let's check that audio. Looks all right to me. Folks, I hope you're all sheltering in place. I'm hoping that everyone is staying safe, washing your hands, all that jazz. I got some guests with me.
I think that means we're not staying safe.
Audio looks all right. I'm just looking at a bar that moves up and down. So it looks like it's moving up and down, so it looks all right. Heather and Maddie, welcome to the show.
Hi.
Thank you.
How are you guys doing today?
Cold.
Very cold.
It's extremely cold.
Bob says he's only licking the most important items. That's good.
That is good. That's practicing safe. What would you call that?
Social distancing.
Safe tasting practices?
Yes. It's not social distancing.
Yeah, no, I don't.
What a refined palate he has.
Oh my god. So
Yep.
what's up?
I mean, just hanging out. We've been stuck in the house for a week. How are you guys holding up?
That's my preferred existence, so not too bad.
Yeah, nothing's changed for us.
Well, for Heather it has.
Yeah, I'm not digging the whole working at the same computer that I then want to, play video games on, unfortunately. But I so far haven't, gone to any links, making a basement show on Twitch. So I think I'm doing pretty good.
Sounds like you're doing all right to me.
Some of us support that show.
Yeah.
That idea.
Some people embrace...
I mean, I'm here, aren't I?
By force.
You are here, though moments before the show, you would not commit to not playing your Switch the whole
Still
time.
don't commit to that.
Okay. I'm sure that'll be good watching for the folks at home. Maddie,
I committed.
you committed.
I committed to not using my phone.
You did. Thank you. I appreciate that. We are here, of course, by the will of Robert Lewis.
Bless him.
Praise him.
Praise be.
He's our God now, apparently.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
We have a religion following him.
No.
He said I could
never
eat
agreed
people.
to that.
This is more of a business relationship.
Yeah, I never agreed to
Okay,
anything
well,
weird.
some of us revere him.
Am I supposed to, I feel like I should sign some kind of agreement. I don't agree to this.
Don't agree to what?
Revering anybody.
This is a
You,
cult now.
by your presence alone, you are revering. At least me. It's my basement show.
Brought to my ground.
Agreeing to be on the show at all shows some amount of respect for me.
Okay, sure.
Guys, it's I'm gonna be honest. I'm getting a little
Hi, not
bit.
Eric.
I'm getting a little bit. So normally for the folks at home, Heather does the grocery shopping.
Yep.
I pay all the other bills.
Yep.
Right? That's how we break up the share of responsibilities around the house. Lately, I've been doing the grocery shopping.
That's true, you have.
The big grocery shop
That's true.
is what we would
big
call it.
shop.
The big shop. Because I want to get away from you people.
Is that the reason?
No, that's not actually it. It's more that I want to be able to, I want out of the house.
Okay.
That's
I want
fair.
out of the house. And before you guys, before Heather was working from home, before Maddie was living here, I would sometimes just run up to the corner store and get some stuff every once in a while to get out of the house. Now I feel like I kind of can't.
I mean...
I can't just go on a whim. If I go, it has to be for a purpose.
That is legally the case, yes.
Yeah, so going grocery shopping is the only way I get to leave the house.
You have a backyard.
Yeah, you could go sit outside.
It's until very recently though, it's been kind of nasty out.
It's true, it rained
It
all
did
day
rain
today,
today.
too.
Today's
wasn't
been
really any
raining all
better.
day.
Backyard show. That's a good idea.
Oh boy, I don't even want to think of what kind of hell that would be.
Hell yeah.
Running all these cables and shit outside.
Yeah, okay, I mean...
I would be willing to do it if it was a one camera show.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I think no
You
one
don't
would
have to
object
do.
to
You
that.
don't got to do the whole set.
Yeah.
We're not gonna put the couch outside. As funny as.
Oh,
that might
actually,
be.
that would be a requirement. The couch would have to be outside.
Okay.
I would want the set to be exactly as it is right now. We would have to take a picture of it and then set it up outside exactly like
I
this.
feel like-
The only difference would be that we were outdoors.
Let's just take a picture of our backyard.
Or
Oh
that.
my god.
We would have to. So here's what I would want to do though: is we would need to like measure the height of the camera, and then so that the
Yeah,
angle
that's
looked
fair.
right. Then we could really trick people.
But
That
we
wouldn't
just
be
told
too hard.
everybody what we would be doing, so I don't know that we're tricking anybody.
The only other thing is we would. Oh, excuse me.
Don't do that.
Oh, oh. We would need lights because it gets dark.
Yeah.
So, I mean, daylight savings has come and gone. So, 6 minutes in, Ron is tired, buddy. Let me tell you,
The amount of
I've been-
sleeping that happened in this house today.
I've been tired for a lot longer than these last 6 minutes.
Yeah, I don't think I got up till like 2.
I mean, I normally wake up at 6 a.m. even on the weekends, and I didn't get out of bed until 10.
Yeah, I slept in
So.
until I was asleep until 9 a.m. and then didn't get out of bed until 10 a.m. And then 2 hours later, I was asleep.
You
on
were
the
asleep
couch.
on the couch by like noon.
And right now, I'm feeling like, yeah, I could sleep.
Yeah.
Gotta crack open a cold one here.
A cold Mountain Dew.
Cold Mountain Dew.
Brought to you by Bob. Thanks, Bob.
Oh my god.
You guys, we had a show last week. Played Fallout 76 for 6 hours. Watched Pokemon for 3. Wow.
What Pokemon?
That's a really good question.
Very important.
Last week on the show, I was in the middle of telling a story when we got a phone call. The green goes away when my shadow goes over it.
Oh. That's weird.
I was telling a story,
Go.
okay, and it's a story about 2 weeks ago when we were on the show. So 2 weeks ago, if the folks at home remember, DJ was on the show with Harley. The Mountain Dew.
Oh, what the hell?
Cool.
The power of Bob lives in this Mountain Dew.
Ew. Cool.
It's like shiny at the same time still.
Mountain Dew.
Is it really?
Look at how cool that looks.
Hell yeah.
Oh my.
Wow.
Easily amused here. That's how the quarantine's going.
I was in the middle of telling a story last week when we got a phone call, and the story is that 2 weeks ago, we ordered pizza after the show. We had Harley on, we had DJ on, Bob was here, the whole crew was here, we ranked cereal. Remember that?
Yep.
I definitely do.
And as we were sitting there eating, as you guys were playing board games,
Mm-hmm.
right? You guys were playing Zombicide, I believe.
Yep.
Some of us got abandoned, but that's okay.
Well, that's just how Zombicide goes. It's not a very good game.
I think it's pretty great.
So anyway, the story.
Sorry to
We ordered pizza. The pizza is delivered. We all start eating pizza. And I'm sitting in the living room, and it suddenly, I just become hyper aware that, like, every person in the whole room is just breathing heavily.
Oh no.
Everyone was just like,
Oh no. I don't like this already. I'm now aware that I am breathing.
like, everyone was just breathing so heavy eating that pizza. And we're a lot of big boys, okay? Like, there's
Hell yeah.
quite a few big boys in that group.
Excluding
it's
Heather.
just a bunch of...
Maybe I'm a big boy at heart.
Okay, but there
Heather's
were,
honorable mention.
but Heather was definitely not one of the big boys who was breathing heavily while eating a pizza.
Maybe-
Like, it was the fattest thing I've ever heard. Like, yeah, I wish people could have been there to hear it. I almost thought about bringing it up at the time, but I felt like it would have been too disruptive. Like, everyone would have been super hyper aware of themselves.
How did this happen? How did you become aware of this?
I don't know. Don't you ever do that thing sometimes where you like notice something that you don't normally notice? Now you're never gonna
Like
not
your
notice
tongue
it.
in
Like
your
your
mouth?
tongue, yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to say the same thing.
Yeah, or that you're blinking.
Yeah.
Let's not forget the blinking thing.
Well, oh yeah, the blinking thing, right?
Mhm.
So according to Maddie,
Allegedly. First off, let me say allegedly.
allegedly, if you look someone in the eye and don't blink for 6 seconds,
Correct.
means you either want to have sex with them or kill them.
Yes, you're imagining either having sex or murdering them. This is what I heard on
If
the
you
internet.
don't blink for 6 seconds, you're a serial killer.
I have no sources for this.
But like, I feel,
This is just what I heard sometime as a kid.
Well, see, now that's not going to be true for me because if I'm looking at somebody for 6 seconds without blinking, I'm thinking about you telling me that if people look
Right?
at someone for 6 seconds without blinking,
yeah,
no-
and now you're hyper aware of it.
There's no conceivable way that that's true, right?
that's what people are thinking about?
That if you look at someone for 6 seconds without blinking, you're either imagining killing them or having sex.
I can't stop blinking now.
I mean, I guess
Okay.
like
There's
it's
no way
probably
that's
true
true.
sometimes.
Anything could be true sometimes.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just a trait that
That's
is
a
common
very good
among serial
Heatherism right
killers.
there. It could be true sometimes. Anything could be true sometimes. I could say anything. It could be true sometimes.
What? Just be.
It could be true.
If you
sometimes.
believe something hard enough, it's true to you. Does that not count?
Lord.
One time, Heather told me that she had. I asked her if she knew how to do something, and she told me that she had a vague assumption on how to do
Look,
it.
that's.
I have a
valid
vague
response.
assumption on
That's a valid
everything.
response, okay?
So in other words, no. You couldn't just tell me no.
No,
I don't know how to do
And
it.
that's not, but I feel like
Or-
there's a difference between I don't know how to do it and I think I maybe know how to do it, but I'm not entirely sure.
That's not what you said though. You said I have a vague assumption.
It's the same thing. It
A
means the same
vague
thing.
assumption.
It means the same thing.
No.
I think it does.
Yeah.
exactly.
But anyway, the heavy breathing story reminded me of another story.
Okay, let's hear it.
One of my fattest moments.
Okay.
Okay.
This is gonna be relatable for me, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, possibly. I think it's relatable for everyone.
Okay.
So we've talked before on the show about how we, Heather and I and Harley, we used to work at TrackNet in Toledo, and we shared a parking lot with a Arby's.
Yep.
And when nobody knew what to get for lunch, that's when we would go to Arby's. It was the quote-unquote defeatist option. The defeatist option, go to Arby's. I've been defeated, I'll just go to Arby's, right?
Yep.
So, one time I'm in Arby's, and I'm standing in line in Arby's, and the Arby's always has a bunch of old people,
Okay.
right?
It does.
Lots of old people go to Arby's. Don't know why.
Beef and cheddars.
Just
That's old people.
That's an old people thing?
Well, lots of old people go to fast food restaurants during the day and like go sit down in them in general, I think. It's
Really?
just that the Arby's was the one you've done that with the most.
I guess you're
because of
probably
the
right. I don't really go to a lot of fast food restaurants, and I certainly don't sit down in them.
Yeah.
I don't know who would do that. That's
Would you
something a
stand
crazy
up in them?
person.
What the hell do you
No,
mean?
I would go through the drive-through like a normal person.
Well, like if you're like on a long drive or something.
Nope. Don't like it.
Untrue. We've done it before. but
We've
yes,
done it before,
continue.
but I don't like it.
Please continue your story.
So I'm in line at the Arby's. There's a considerable line, and I feel a fart coming on.
Okay.
All right, I got some gas coming, and I'm like, all right, I gotta sneak this one out, cause there's no other way.
I try, Bob.
It's coming out. All right, I'm gonna fart any minute. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna let this one out. It's just gonna be a little boy.
Okay.
A little
Alright.
boy used to. Okay. Yep.
So
Little boy coming out of the
I
fat
sorta-
man. Okay.
I lean a little bit and I let it go.
I think you might be right, DJ, but you know what? We're already in.
But it wasn't a little boy. It was a big boy. It was a loud,
That's a different restaurant.
long. Yeah, it is. It was a loud. It was like a, like that. I was expecting like a silent little boop. You know what I mean?
A little whoop.
That's
Yeah.
Is that how you fart?
Act like I'm not. Act like you don't know what I'm talking about. Act like you don't know what I'm talking about. I was
Okay.
expecting a little like,
Okay.
and instead I got a, and I was like, because I was not expecting it. It scared the
You're
shit
like
out of
a
me.
dog who
Yeah.
scared yourself with
Yes.
your own fart.
Yes, that's exactly what happened. And I went, whoa. Like I like yelped. And I didn't say like whoa, but I was like, huh. Like I did like a little yelp.
Questions.
I did a little yelp, and like there's literally nothing worse that I could have done like, first of all, I farted in public. Then I screamed out loud.
I need a second, please.
And I'm literally surrounded by people. Like, I'm in line at the counter to do an order. But nobody paid attention to it. Nobody, like, acknowledged it. Nobody
Well,
looked
would
backwards.
You would try to give that person a little bit of dignity.
Nobody.
Just the noise that you yell.
But I forgot about the part of the story where you yelped like a dog.
Yeah,
Not
I
only
did
did you
yelp.
scare yourself like a dog, you yelped
So
like
yes,
a dog.
I scared myself with my own fart, like a dog who farts and then runs away. And then yelped out loud. And did you leave? No, I just stood in line and ordered.
I'm gonna have stroke.
So much shoe made a sound.
My mom says when you get old, they sneak up on you and you randomly fart. Well, we got that to look forward to.
Allegedly.
Why can't I give this show bits yet? Because we still need 4 followers. 4 more followers. That's it. So if you're watching for the first time, you haven't followed the show yet, hit that heart icon.
Where is it?
It's up here somewhere.
This way.
It's like
It's a
here.
little heart. It
It's
looks
either
kinda
here
like this.
or like.
It's like right like this.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
It's like somewhere up here. Hit
If
that
Bob
follow.
wills it, it'll be done.
Okay, you weirdo, no.
What did it smell like? So that's the thing about restaurants. I learned this here. I got another story for
Oh,
you.
God.
But it didn't smell.
Bits are like Twitch tips.
Yeah, bits are like you can give like $1 or like a penny to somebody, and it's called a bit.
Penny.
That's what it is. If you get 1 bit, it's like a penny.
It's a form of donation.
As far as I'm aware, it did not smell. Is that better, Bob? As far as I know, it didn't smell.
He's making an assumption that it didn't smell.
I'm making a vague assumption that it didn't smell. As far as I know. As far as I know. Now, the people behind me, who knows?
That's actually a fair point, Bob. His sense of smell does suck, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay. Well, so here's the thing about restaurants, though, is they have a lot of airflow.
Yes.
Like, a lot of big vents on the ceiling.
It's true.
A lot of really hot ovens and stuff like
Yeah.
that just the air is just moving constantly.
True. Also, like, I feel like Arby's is actually one of the fast food places that has the most distinct smell.
Yes,
just
that's
smells
true also.
so
the stink
strong.
of Arby's
The
overpowered
smell
the smell
of
of my fart.
strange,
Yeah.
over-processed,
It's been
thinly
15
sliced
years,
roast beef.
and I still can smell it.
So when I worked at Tony Paco's, one of my managers, he gave me a tip, which is that if you have to fart, go stand in front of the oven because it's so hot right in front of the ovens that the smell just is instantly annihilated and lifted into
The
the
smell
vents.
is like... That makes it sound like the oven just, like, heat blasts the stench, and it just immediately goes away.
Why are you ass destroying an oven?
Because
Also, that's kind of
have
gross.
you have to fart. What do you want? What are you gonna do?
Just
I'm not
fucking
farting.
fart.
No,
Smell
other
the fart.
Other people are around you.
Yeah, but
you gotta
like
have some
that
consideration.
to say that you go like fart in the oven and y'all like that just
Remember-
makes it seem like that
That is
you
unsanitary.
farted on everybody's food.
This is how Corona started.
This is not.
No,
how-
I didn't
don't
fart
think
in
Corona-
ovens.
I
don't
didn't
think
fart.
Corona's
I
fast as
farted
fart.
in front of the ovens, not into the ovens or on
But
anyone's food.
still,
It's not. How would it be any different if I farted 2 feet away? DJ says, remember when that old man shit himself and ran to the bathroom at Tony Paco's? Ron had to clean it. That's true. That's absolutely true. Old man pooped himself. Walked to the old enough to poop himself.
Okay, I guess that's fair.
And then walked to the bathroom. I had to clean up not only the bathroom, but the trail of shit that he left to the bathroom.
I thought you were going to say you had to clean up the old man.
No, he had cleaned himself up. And I'll always remember this, that people gave him some shorts. Somebody had like shorts in their car or something, and they gave him like an extra pair of shorts. And I had to hold the bag while he threw his underwear in it. And as they're like, all right, let's go. And I was like, all right, well, have a good night. And he was like, yeah, you think I will? I was like, damn, dude, I was just trying to wish you a good night. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, that happens sometimes too. Wonderful.
TMI, Mom.
I'm 25 and it's happened to me 3 times this year.
You've shit yourself 3 times
3
this
times
year?
this year because I like to drink milk and I'm very lactose intolerant.
I don't...
I'll be over here.
Heather, please.
Stop practicing safe social distancing. 6 feet.
I'm honest. Admit to it. Jake, you don't understand. It's self-destructive.
6 feet.
It's self-destructive. I love cereal. I love milk.
Well,
Kind of.
Okay, well, it's a good thing we don't buy normal
we don't buy
milk
real
here.
Yeah.
milk. We buy almond milk because Heather.
Yep.
Anyway,
Yeah, I just had a big glass of milk. Real milk.
so all of these stories lead me to my final
Okay.
story.
Oh my gosh.
And this is probably
Can
the
I
worst
stop you
one.
for a second? You said that it was
Yeah, that's.
fat guy relatable. Like fat person relatable.
Yeah,
That was
farting in a fast food
I have
restaurant.
never had that happen to me. I
I'm
can
saying
safely
that
say.
you can relate that to being a fat guy.
But I'm a fat guy and I haven't done it.
Well, la-di-da! Mr. Fancy Pants over here hasn't farted
Apparently
in the
not. I
Arby's.
shit myself 3 times this year. I don't think I'm fancy pants. One of these stories is much worse than the other. Anyway, please continue.
All right, last story, most embarrassing
I'm so sorry,
story.
Heather.
This is a quite difficult story to tell.
Why are we telling it then?
I just feel the need. To clean, just to say it.
Clean me
I was
in.
cleaning up puke. I shouldn't. Mom, I was cleaning up puke at work once, retched and shit at the same time. Good times.
Oh no!
I'm gonna cry again.
Oh my
I'm
god.
gonna laugh so hard I cry again. Please stop.
Good lord.
I hope I can have a robotic body by the time I get to that point. Please.
So before I tell this story, I will say,
Oh,
Richie.
you might be at a bit. Yeah.
yeah, you're gonna want to maybe mute this. Content warning. I am gonna be talking about graphic poop story right now, and this is much more graphic than the other time. I farted on Mr. Schober once. That's great.
Nice job.
So, my most embarrassing moment of my life.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Are you
Aside
ready?
from being born.
It's me. Yep.
From being born.
I don't know.
All right.
I'm
So,
just trying to help you out here.
so, I was constipated. Okay. And I don't know how sometimes that happens, right? Sometimes you get constipated. It sucks. But this was unlike any other constipation I've ever had because I got so constipated that I think what I created was what's called a impacted stool. Okay? Which is just a poop that's so big it's physically incapable of leaving your body. Physically. It's not that your body doesn't want to do it or that like you're constipated in the normal way. It's physically impacted stool. Again, folks, if you're just joining us, hit that follow button.
If you'd like to hear more about uncomfortable pooping.
So I was in agony. All right, I was in agony.
Okay.
Ron Eminem's on live stream.
I was in agony because my body was trying. All right, my body was trying all the time.
Great. I'm sure
Thanks for
you'll
the
fit right
follow. You'll get more stories like this.
Hell yeah.
Bless your heart. Bless your
That's
heart.
hard.
I was in a lot of pain. Like legitimately, I was in a lot of pain, and I could not figure out what to do. Like, what do you do? I don't
You
know.
poop.
You take a
I
lot of
tried.
medicine.
I tried, and it did not work. No, I was beyond. I needed an immediate solution.
They make medicine
Okay.
for that as well.
Yeah. Well, I knew that it was there. Okay, I knew that it was right there.
Ron, I'm going to stop you real quick and
Physically.
say this has happened to me as well one time.
Okay.
So every word you're saying, I feel the pain.
Can't-
It was physically right there.
Yeah.
So
Poor Heather, I'm so sorry.
at the
Agony
time
of an
we lived walking distance from a Rite Aid, and I was waiting. I waited to get a cramp because the cramps were so fucking painful. And digital disimpaction.
What the hell is that?
What does it sound like? What do you think? Digital
Oh.
disimpaction.
No. Nuh-uh.
So I was like, fuck this.
That's a really interesting
I'm
way to say
sweating
it.
balls. I'm in pain.
Sweating balls?
Just sweating. I'm drenched in sweat.
Sweating
So
balls.
I was like, not three fingers.
Christ, are you talking about?
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I did attempt digital disimpaction. It did not work.
Okay.
I couldn't do it. So what I had to do was I waited for this cramp to end, and then I put on my shoes while I was waiting. All right. As soon as it
No.
ended, I got up and I ran out the door, and I like half jogged to this Rite Aid because I didn't want to be in the store when I had another cramp. So I run to the Rite Aid, okay? And I'm running in there and I'm thinking, all right, I got to get three things.
Fingers.
Three things. I got to get gloves.
Oh, no.
I got to get Vaseline.
No.
And I got to get some fucking
Laxative?
a suppository laxative.
No.
I was like,
No.
So
like this.
I go in and I'm like again, I'm sweating. Okay, I'm sweating, and I'm like, where's it at? And I'm just running up and down these aisles.
Oh my lord.
I find the gloves pretty quickly. I
Okay.
find the laxative pretty quickly. Cannot find Vaseline anywhere. I'm like, where the fuck would it even be? I don't even know where to look. Do you guys know where you would look for it?
It's like first aid stuff.
No.
No, I don't know.
No.
Buy the lotions.
It was in the
like
makeup.
toilet paper.
It was in the
Oh.
makeup area.
Okay. That kind of makes a little bit of sense to me.
I never would have thought, but the reason I
The
found
butt aisle.
the butt aisle,
Maybe they just need to make a little butt station.
I had to go to the lady that was there and be like, "Can you show me where the Vaseline is?" And then she was like, "Yeah, okay, it's this way." She hands me the Vaseline. I go check out. Most embarrassing purchase of my life. I'm buying rubber gloves, fucking Vaseline, and laxatives.
No.
Fucking, I can't concoct. If you gave me 1,000 years, I don't think I could come up with a more embarrassing purchase than those three items combined. So I
Hell yeah,
I
Bob.
run home and I use the items. This is- I did not end up needing the laxative. That's what I'll say.
Oh no!
I just needed the Vaseline and the gloves, and that worked. And then afterwards, I was like, I've never like been so relaxed. I was like, like just the sigh of.
It could be. It really, truly could be. The next Resident Evil. Solve the poop puzzle.
I have had people buy wine, zucchini, and condoms when I worked at Walmart. That's still not as embarrassing as rubber gloves, Vaseline, and a
I'm
laxative.
gonna have to agree with that.
Yeah.
There is no question about what's happening when I went to that counter. And I was thinking to myself, like, please don't ask me. Please, please. I'm sure they wouldn't. But I was like, please don't ask me why I'm buying all these things at once. Because you know she knew. Right?
Oh, absolutely.
And I was thinking, like, oh, if she does ask me, I'll tell her it's for my pregnant wife. Because that's a thing, is like pregnant women get constipated.
Okay,
real
sure, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Did you have a smoke?
whew. So anyway, that's my
Great.
story.
Good. Good story.
Okay.
You guys have any similar stories?
Nope.
I like that he's looking at me because I do.
Is it funny though?
Can we talk about
no.
wrestling now? It's a
It's
really
not
great question.
funny.
It wasn't.
You did tell me this was a wrestling show.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, wrestling. Throwing your fake pregnant wife under the bus. Yeah, well, I didn't want to be the guy who was buying gloves and Vaseline for his own ass.
Hey, that leads right into wrestling. Because you throw people.
Folks, again, if you want more stories like this, you just slam that follow button. You guys, I got a game for you.
Okay.
The game is this the real name of a wrestler or a name I made up of a wrestler? How much do you guys know about wrestling?
Nothing.
Very little.
Nothing. That's perfect.
I've never seen 5 minutes of a wrestling match.
Ron was trying to wrestle that shit out of his ass. Ron's wrestling with his poop horror story. That's right. Anyway, so I got a game, all right? I took the name. I got there's 18 names here.
Okay.
Approximately half of them are real and half of them are fake.
Okay.
And since you guys both know nothing about wrestling, I think that makes it even better. So, people in the chat, feel free to chime in and let your give me the number. Richie wants to call in. All right, Richie, you can call in.
He's gonna play at home with us. Except he'll
Let me
probably-
hold on a second. Just give us just a minute here.
While you that, I'm checking my phone.
Yep, that's fine. I'm gonna check my phone too. I had fun today. Contacts.
Wow.
This has been a disaster so far. I hope Ron doesn't read this.
Who's that guy? Who's Mount Hygel?
I don't know. We might have to kick him off the show.
Sounds like an asshole. Don't ban me. I speak for Bob. I can't be banned. I'm Bob's #1 supporter. Praise him.
Hit him with a stick.
I'll accept that.
Hello, caller. This is Ron. Is this Richie?
I didn't call, you called.
I'm the caller.
Hello,
You guys
caller,
hear-
this is Richie. What's
Richie,
your
do you
name?
know
Where
a
you
lot
from?
about wrestling?
I know enough.
All right. Well, then I want you to answer last then, because
I will. I'm going to give them a chance.
yeah, give him a chance because I think some of these are well-known wrestlers that I just think they would never know.
That's right.
So, we're gonna start at the top. First name, and again, the way this works is I'm gonna say a name. You guys tell me if it's a real wrestler or a fake wrestler.
Okay.
Okay. Hornswoggle.
Real.
Oh, I hope that's real.
Real.
Please be real.
How confident are you that it's real?
Because my neighbor used to call me that. So
Okay.
I know that it's real. That's the one thing I know.
Richie,
It is real.
it is real.
I don't
Hell
know who it is
yes!
or what they do, but I used to be called
They swoggle
Hornswoggle.
horns.
He was a midget who played he was a leprechaun. That was what he
Oh
was.
A
my.
lith person.
But I'm 6 foot.
Yeah. Eventually he wasn't that anymore, and he was like a real person.
He's just a guy
Right.
now.
There was a storyline where he was Vince McMahon's son.
Oh no.
Got some people clamoring for Fortnite. If you want to see me play Fortnite, hit that follow button. We only need 3 more followers to hit 50 followers. Next
default
next
dance?
name on the list, Mr. Ass.
That's also really good. I really
Real?
want it to be real.
Great.
Real.
I'm sure you'll fit
Thanks for
right
the follow there. You guys think it's real?
Real.
Richie,
Mr. Ass is real, yes.
Mr. Ass is real.
This is
Hell yeah.
incredible.
To be fair, that's just a nickname.
Great.
He was
Oh,
I'm
look
sure
at
you'll
that. We're
fit
getting
right
those
in.
followers. Thank you. Thank you. Next name on the list here, Binko the Clown.
That's just me.
Fake. That sounds a lot like a Ron made
Real.
name,
I'm
so I'm
gonna
gonna
say
say fake.
real. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say real.
Richie,
I don't believe that is real.
that is not real. That is
Damn
a
it.
fake one that I made
Sounded
up.
like a Ron made name.
All right, how about this? Brutus Beefcake.
That's
These
hard.
names are all so good. Brutus Beefcake. I like the alliteration happening in this
Yeah,
one.
it's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Brutus Beefcake.
I'm gonna say fake because Ron
I'm
was
gonna
really
say-
quick to say
I'm
yeah.
gonna say real.
Alliteration, yeah.
I like it.
Richie,
Real.
Brutus Beefcake is real.
Fuck.
Nice.
Brutus Beefcake's Barber House. I don't know, something.
Yeah, it's he's also known as Brutus
he's a
the
big guy.
Barber Beefcake.
Okay.
Okay.
More alliteration. I dig it.
Next name, Big Mankus.
Real.
Fake.
Real.
Richie,
I think that's fake.
that's fake. I made that one up.
It just sounded like a Ron name.
Big
that was
Mankus.
really all I was thinking.
Thought maybe someone was trying to follow Big Chungus.
How about this one? Balls Mahoney.
Balls Mahoney.
Real.
God, would somebody
sounds real.
really name themselves that? Balls Mahoney. Fake?
Richie,
Real.
that is real. Balls Mahoney is a real
How
wrestler
would you
name.
make yourself Balls Mahoney?
Next one, we have Mr. Freeze.
No. Fake.
It's probably real.
Richie,
Okay, I think this is fake, but there was a guy whose thing was that he was just cold. Like, he was like the guy who is icy.
Relatable. It's pretty cold.
it is fake.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is fake. I made it up. However, all right, never mind. We'll talk about it at the end.
Okay.
Scotty Too Hottie,
Scotty Too
Fake.
Hottie.
the number 2.
Okay, that kind of changes it. I'm gonna say real now.
I feel like it's real.
Richie,
It's real. He did the worm. That was his finishing move.
yep, that's right. He's real.
Why would you make yourself
Scotty
Mr. Ass?
Too Hottie. All right. Next on the list here, Fire Breather Max.
Fake.
Fire Breather Max.
It's nearly a Dark Souls name.
No, the Max makes it really lame for a Dark Souls name. We're gonna go with fake.
Richie,
I think this is a Pokemon trainer.
It probably is.
This is the Elite
it is
Four?
fake. It is fake. Fire Breather Max,
Okay.
not a real wrestler. Next one on the list, Justin Credible.
Holy shit.
Real.
First name,
Please.
Justin. Last name, Credible.
It's gotta be real because I
Please.
want it to be real.
Richie,
It's real.
it's real.
Oh, hell
Okay.
yes.
That's a
Good.
real name.
It's very good.
Big Wang.
Big Wang.
Big Wang.
Real.
It seems like something somebody would name themselves. I'm gonna go with real.
Richie,
I don't think this is real, but I don't know.
it is fake. That's a
Okay.
fake wrestler name.
Okay.
Okay.
The Mighty
Unfortunate.
Manotar.
That's fake.
That's gotta be. I want it to be real very badly.
I'm pretty sure it's fake. Because isn't that a Venture Brothers character?
Richie,
It's fake or you're wrong because it was Mantar.
it is fake, and there is a guy named Mantar, and I thought that I would do Mantar, but then I was like, no, I'm gonna trip him up and say the Mighty Manotar, which is from Venture
I
Brothers.
was gonna say, I'm pretty sure it's a Venture Brothers character.
All
You
right,
know nothing. Just trip us up by asking.
here's the next one, which is a little bit of a trick, but not really, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Shaggy Too Dope. Shaggy
Shaggy.
Too Dope. The number 2.
I don't know. It's
Shaggy
real. Sure.
Too Dope.
It's real.
Real. Yeah.
Richie,
I think this is fake.
it is real.
That's the clown.
Shaggy Too Dope
He says.
is a wrestler, but he is also part of the Insane Clown Posse.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Shaggy Too Dope. He's part of ICP. He is also a wrestler. So, there you go.
Is he the fat guy or the not fat guy?
I believe he is the not fat guy.
That's not how you spell that, Jake.
Okay, so the next two come as a pair,
There's a Y in there, Jake.
and there's 2 of these, all right? So you have to tell me one for each,
'Kay.
okay? One, is it real, is it fake for each one?
Okay.
Okay.
First one, Shark Boy. Second one, Lava Girl.
No.
I don't understand.
They're-
What?
All right, Shark Boy. Real or fake?
Real.
Okay. Lava Girl. Real or fake?
Fake.
Richie?
This was a movie, not a wrestling people. Shark Boy and Lava Girl was a movie.
Shark Boy and Lava Girl was a movie. Is a Robert Rodriguez movie from the people who made Spy Kids.
Why was I thinking of Spy Kids? even?
However, Shark Boy is a real wrestler. Lava Girl is not.
I called it. Thank you, Bob. Dedicate that to you.
Sasquatch.
I have a name.
I feel like that.
Real.
Okay.
Real?
Heather? Real? Richie?
What is it? Sasquatch?
Sasquatch.
I don't know. Probably fake.
It is fake.
Oh,
Lame.
he's out there.
Somebody should name themselves Sasquatch.
Next one, Dolph Ziggler.
Dolph?
Dolph Ziggler.
Is this just a cousin of ours?
Real.
Real.
Yeah,
Richie?
he's real.
He's real.
Oh, hell
Dolph
yeah.
Ziggler is a real wrestler.
Call us, Dolph Ziggler.
Look, Katie's going to know all these, so it's not fair. And last one for you guys to guess. Is Slim Paney a real wrestler or a fake wrestler?
Slim what?
Paney. Real or fake?
Said it worse the
I can't even
second.
understand what you're saying.
Paney.
Like
Pain,
and,
like hurt,
pain.
like being hurt. I'm in pain. Slim Paney.
Okay. I'm gonna say that's real.
Sure,
I hate
yeah,
it.
I'm gonna go with real.
This is
I
fake.
hate it, so it's gotta be real.
Richie?
I think it's fake.
It's fake.
Oh, fuck.
I made that one up. It's like Slim Shady, but about pain. Slim Paney.
Slim Paney. All right.
That's all the wrestling content that we have for today.
Thank
Alright,
God.
Great. So
Throwing
it was
a
12
couple-
minutes of poop,
Can I,
or 30
can I
minutes of
throw in
poop
a
and
couple
12
honorable mentions?
All right, let's hear some, Richie.
The Gobbledygooker.
Is that a real wrestler name? I'm gonna say that's fake.
That was a turkey suit. I
A
don't know
guy
if
in
you
a
ever
turkey
was
suit?
on TV. Yeah, Gobbledygooker.
Holy shit.
Here's another one. Dr. Isaac Yankum DDS.
Yeah, that's Kane. That's the demon Kane before
Yeah,
he
that's Kane.
and he's a fake dentist.
A fake dentist.
Dr.
Let's
Isaac
see.
Yankum.
Aren't they
DDS.
all?
Yes.
Here's another one. Jimmy Yang Wang.
That's where I got the name for Big Wang from.
Yeah, that's why I was thrown off. I remembered that name while you were talking about it. That guy was an Asian dude who was a redneck.
There you go.
Interesting.
Okay.
Let's see if I can think of anything else.
And yes, I'm aware that there is a real dentist on AEW right now.
Really?
Yes, he's an actual dentist, like for real in the real life. He's a dentist.
Good for him.
You got any more for us, Richie?
I don't know. I don't think so. I might be out of them.
All right. Well,
There's some really dumb ones though from like the 90s that are just like I'm a car mechanic name, something like Bucky Sparks or something.
Yeah.
stupid.
Bucky
Like,
Sparks.
that was
there was a guy whose
that's
name's
fake, but-
Spark Plug.
Dr.
Spark
Britt
plug,
Baker.
yep. Yeah, that guy was Bob Holly. That guy's like really well known as being a humongous asshole.
Gorilla Monsoon.
That's real.
That's real.
That's a pretty good name, Gorilla Monsoon.
That's a drag name.
Yeah, kinda. Oh, I should have done drag name or wrestler.
I would get every drag name right.
Who was the clown wrestler? Doink the Clown. I said Binko the Clown, trying to trick you guys.
Got me.
I like that you
Yeah,
came
that's
up
a
with
big
trick
deal.
ones, even though we have no idea.
Well, how else would I come up with fake
I know.
names?
They're all fake.
Doink the Clown. Who was Mankus' name inspired by Mr. Zion? Was the Mankus name inspired by? Yes, it was. So if you were to travel through my neurons and find the path to the memory that created the name of what was the full name? Something Mankus. It was Big Mankus. Then yes, you would find at the root it was Mr. Zion. But now the idea of a guy named Mankus just lives in my brain all the time.
Ron's next
Interesting.
D&D character
Okay.
is Mankus.
Oh, that's a good name for a D&D character. Mankus.
Oh, I got one more for you.
Okay, let's hear it.
Giant Gonzalez.
That's a good name.
Yeah, so I want you to look up a picture of Giant Gonzalez.
All right. Is he going to be really
Put it on
small?
stream. Because, let's see. No, you gotta find, just the first picture that pops up when you Google him.
What the fuck?
What the hell is...
Is he wearing a suit that has muscles on it?
Yes, he wrestled in that.
All right, hold on. I'll put it up.
What the heck?
So this is what he looked like here.
Oh my goodness.
He's just wearing a muscle suit.
Why is it hairy?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I
It's
don't know.
very hairy though.
This is like.
So, story about Giant Gonzalez. He, as some of you may know, The Undertaker had a legendary winning streak at WrestleMania of like 21 or 22 or something. He won clean in like every match except for against Giant Gonzalez. He won by disqualification, and Giant Gonzalez was just like a basketball player that they hired because he was tall.
Katie mentioned there was a wrestler who wrestles with his dick. I need some clarification
Yeah,
on
I don't.
this.
Oh, Joey Ryan. Yeah, Katie said. Yeah, he also does stuff like pulls out invisible grenades and throws them into the ring, and everyone goes running.
Okay. That's a choice, and I respect it.
Well, Richie, thanks for calling in and talking wrestling
You're
with
welcome.
us.
I gotta go anyway. I don't want to. I got an impacting stool situation coming up, and I don't want to be in the same boat as you.
Yeah,
Good.
definitely.
Richie's got to go to a Rite Aid and then an Arby's.
A Rite Aid and then an Arby's.
All right, bye, Richie.
Bye.
All right, folks. We're at the final week of our tournament here. The Doughboys finished up this week. They wrapped up. They did the semifinals and finals. For the folks at home who maybe haven't seen before, basically the Doughboys are ranking the entire McDonald's menu, and then we're reviewing it because they stole my idea. And they released theirs just a few weeks after we released our ranking of the breakfast menu.
Okay.
So, last week we talked about round 4. Now we're in the semifinals. Came down to double cheeseburger versus Coke. Double cheeseburger won. What do you think about that?
I think it's bold that a drink made it this far.
I mean, McDonald's Coke is legendary.
I agree.
What, like, makes it legendary?
Supposedly, according to the Doughboys, they get their own special canisters of Coca-Cola that are only for McDonald's. And then, in addition to that, McDonald's has their own water filtering system that they have installed in all their restaurants.
Okay.
So this water filtering plus the special Coke syrup that they get makes it very good.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you think about the matchup here, Heather?
I mean, I would probably, like, if I was going to a McDonald's, I would probably get a Coke and not a double cheeseburger.
Bold.
So,
So what do you think about the fact that they chose double
I
cheeseburger?
think that's probably incorrect.
Okay. I think they made the right choice here.
I agree.
So, like, it's a double cheeseburger. I've never had a double cheeseburger from McDonald's. It's 2 patties in one.
You've never had a double cheeseburger from
No.
McDonald's?
No.
What the fuck?
It's kind of a problem.
What? Who hasn't had a double cheeseburger from McDonald's?
Me.
Okay, well,
We just established that.
Jesus Christ. Well, yeah, it's two patties, 2 slices of cheese.
That's too much cheese.
Yes.
No.
Oh, good. Rachel hasn't had one either. See?
Okay, well, you guys are fucking out of your minds. It's not. Double cheeseburger took that category.
Okay.
in the next round of the semifinals, sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddle went up against French fries. Fries took it. What do you think about that?
I think that makes perfect sense. McDonald's fries
Yeah.
are the best fast food fries.
I think the two items.
Yeah, too much cheese.
The two items that should make it, made it. Right?
Like fries definitely needs
fries
to make it.
and double cheeseburger,
And like
quintessential McDonald's.
honestly, Coke losing I guess isn't that big of a deal because if it came down to fries and Coke, it would have to be fries because really, truly, truly, their French fries are the best fast food French fries.
I agree. So you got fries versus double cheeseburger in the finals. Fries took it.
Oh, okay.
Fries won the Dave Thomas Cup.
The Dave Thomas Cup.
Mm-hmm.
Who was Dave Thomas?
He's the founder of Wendy's.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't Wendy his niece and not his daughter?
Something like that.
It's like a big misconception.
I don't know.
Fuck Dave Thomas. This
So
is
the
all
fries
about
won the whole
McDonald's.
thing. All the way from the beginning, all the way to here, fries took it.
Okay.
Is
Now,
this a shock to you, Ron? Are you surprised?
no, I'm not
Fries
surprised
did
at all.
this?
I think fries deserved the win. Honestly, the only change that I would have made is that I think that 2 cheeseburgers should have taken out double cheeseburger and then gone to the end. I think 2 cheeseburgers is better than
Is
double
like 2
cheeseburger.
cheeseburgers a singular menu item?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
it's a combo.
Okay. Okay, that's fair then.
Yeah, 2 cheeseburgers
Too
is
much
a
bun
menu
on
item.
2 cheeseburgers. I'd agree with that. I would rather have a double cheeseburger with only 1 slice of cheese.
Okay,
That
that's
sounds
a
like it would be
McDouble.
appealing.
You're talking about a McDouble.
That's its own thing too?
That's its own thing. McDouble.
McDonald's has you covered.
McDonald's is too much.
Yeah.
No,
It's just too confusing.
sure isn't.
I don't really like Shamrock Shakes either, but I used to always, my manager at a restaurant I used to work at would make them, like his version of them, and they were actually really good. It's just a minty milkshake. McDouble was made when the double cheeseburger became too expensive for the dollar menu.
Yes.
Why? Because the extra slice of cheese was too expensive?
Yes. They took off 1 slice of cheese, invented the McDouble, and left it on the dollar menu.
Richie.
Interesting.
What's Richie saying?
I've never had a Shamrock Shake because I've had toothpaste in my mouth already. That's kind of fair.
That's extremely fair.
But I like minty stuff.
Not the
I've had
Shamrock Shake, though.
the Shamrock Shake before. I think it's fine.
Yeah,
I think it's
it's
fine.
fine. I can't really do milkshakes.
I think the
but
Doughboys made the right choices here. I think fries deserve the win.
Yeah.
I think McDonald's fries are a tier of their own.
they're the best fast food French fry.
I agree.
Very versatile.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're even good if you warm them up the next day, kind of.
I would never
Can't
do
say I've
that.
ever tried that.
I'm way
but
too fat to do that.
I've
And Heather
done it.
just throws away all her food.
That's not true. I eat all the fries.
Okay.
We're not going to start talking about my eating habits yet.
Heather has strange eating
I have
habits.
extremely strange eating habits.
Relatable.
Too bad Harley couldn't join us this week.
Harley's not even in chat.
To see it to the end.
so
I
he
think
can't
Harley
yell.
Harley may be in out of state. I don't know.
Mint
though.
should never go in food. I don't know. I disagree. Mint,
Mint
is
should
good.
never go in food. I can't separate it from toothpaste and mouthwash and floss and gum.
Like, have you ever eaten an actual mint leaf? Because that's also actually pretty good. Highly recommend.
So, like, you don't like York peppermint patties or, like, chocolate and mint or anything like that, Katie?
Or what about like a mint tea?
Ooh, mint tea's really good.
It smelled like lawn clippings. Yeah, it does kind of. Like mojitos. Mojitos
Oh,
are
yeah,
super
like
good.
a mojito.
Yeah,
Yeah, there you go. Katie says mojitos are good. Thin mints.
thin mints are good.
Thin mints, excellent.
York
Excellent.
peppermint patties.
Man, we should do a tier list of Girl Scout cookies.
We should.
It's that season. Well, folks, you know what next week's show is about.
Too bad it'd be basically impossible to get Girl Scout cookies right now.
It's true.
We
We had Girl Scout cookies.
yeah, we did, but you don't consult me before you purchase Girl Scout cookies. So,
What? I bought the good kind of Girl Scout cookies.
not enough of them.
Okay, really quick, what's the best Girl Scout cookie? Just...
Well, if we're making this content,
I
we're
guess
not gonna
that's
talk about it
true.
right now.
Fuck, I can never remember the names of the Girl Scout cookies. I want to say it's the tag-along.
Is that the peanut butter and chocolate?
the peanut butter and
yes,
chocolate
That's tag
one?
along.
Yes,
Samoa.
that's the Samoa's
I like
very
Samoas,
good.
too.
Samoa might be a strong number 2.
Oh, I'm so
Um,
glad.
Samoas are good. Those new lemon ones that I don't remember what they're called.
They're like lemon drops or something.
I don't know.
The lemon ones are pretty good. They're called like something stupid. It's like
Lemon Ups.
Lemon Ups. There you go. Yeah, and they have like sayings on them that are like, "You did good. You
Oh
are
yeah,
nice.
you matter. You are worthy. You
Right.
are seen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, Girl Scouts. Hell yeah.
Samoa, no good.
Incorrect.
Samoa's so good. Okay.
Oh god,
Woo!
I was up in arms
Woo!
already.
Yeah,
You can
Samoa's
see my
great.
face drop.
They got rid of the good lemon ones, probably because they weren't good. Just throwing it out there. Just throwing it on out there.
Remember when we had lemon Kit Kats?
Yeah, those were excellent.
Those are really good.
I wish that the United States did more of the flavored Kit Kats. I guess that's a huge thing in Japan,
It is.
but it's not as
Apple
much
Kit
here.
Kats.
They do like these green tea matcha Kit Kats, and they're so good. But matcha in general is just good. I would just eat it or drink it in like everything. So.
Yeah.
I hate coconut. I can't do Samoa. Come on, man. Come on. Why do they
Ooh.
call them Samoa? Is it because the coconuts come from the island of Samoa?
Dosey dos.
What's the do-si-do?
Trying to remember.
What's a do-si-do?
Are Do-si-dos just the shortbread cookie? Like the
That's what I was just thinking.
plain shortbread?
Yeah, those ones suck. I don't like shortbread cookies.
Pecan shortbread cookies are good. But
The peanut butter cookie.
No, the regular. You mean the ones that are like shaped like the little logo?
yeah,
Those are just called trefoils.
that is what they are. What are
Samoan people have harder skulls than the rest of us, which is why they headbutt so much. That's literal. What's the word for that? When people study skulls to like determine race.
I don't know.
There's a word for it that it's like eugenicists and Nazis use it. Phrenology. Thank you, Bob. Phrenology.
Thank you, Bob, for the show. Sponsor.
Oh, Dosey dos are the peanut butter sandwich. Yeah, that's right. That's good.
Zach says anthropology with he's just taking it to those anthropologists. Take that, you fucking Nazi bastards. Trefoil is good. Shortbread is the bomb. It's not enough.
Debatable.
If I'm having a
I like
cookie,
them when
I
they're,
want.
but I like plain cookies.
Yeah, you like plain. We get it.
Oatmeal
You've
raisin
never
is
had
the
it-
best cookie.
You've never had a fucking double cheeseburger. You like plain things.
You're not
Well, I mean, I've
missing
never
much
had
of
a
it.
double cheeseburger because
Fuck.
I normally get
Hey.
a quarter pounder with cheese. And I feel like that
I'm
one
out
has more
here
stuff on it.
spilling my guts to the stream, and you're over here like, shortbread cookies.
You talked about having impacted poop for 30 minutes.
You're pissing me off.
Ron's glad that he
With
has
his
us
less
here.
is more hamburger BS. Fuck, Ron is such a hypocrite. I'm sure he meant to say Ron is such a hypocrite. Anthropology. Why do you guys all spell anthropology wrong?
Because that's a store. A store is called Anthropology. And it's spelled
Anthropology
like
is
that.
studying people and cultures. Phrenology is about studying people's skull shape and fake racist science. That's true. But also anthropology, I think anthropologists also study primates. They study primate culture and stuff too. So I'm a hypocrite because more is less hamburger BS. Look, it's
Less is more.
less is more hamburger BS. It's not that less is more, it's that it should be simple. It should be simple.
How is simple and plain any different?
Simple.
What about simple and clean?
Can't even answer that question.
How is
you know
simple
it's the same
and
thing.
plain different? Simple is finding the exact right amount of ingredients. Plain is about finding the bare minimum of ingredients.
Sure.
So shortbread, which is basically just flour and sugar, it's basically a fucking hardtack turned into a sugary treat, is plain. But a hamburger with lettuce and ketchup and maybe some mustard and some mayo to get it nice and wet
Okay. Don't.
is excellent. Maybe a little bit of onion on there.
Speaking
But-
of hamburgers and wet, can I ask you a question really fast? if you bite into a hamburger, do you want it to leak? I can't find a better
So
word to say.
no, I don't believe in.
I'm sorry,
I take a hardline stance against people who eat their hamburger cooked medium or below. Those
That's
people
gross.
are inhuman monsters.
Okay.
Okay, it needs to be medium well at minimum. The reason, fuck, my phone just tried to talk to me. The reason for that being that it's disgusting.
Okay.
I would agree with that.
All of that meat is touching the air when they grind it up.
Mm-hmm.
A medium hamburger is like pink still,
Shut up, Katie.
so it hasn't been cooked all the way through, so all the bacteria is still fucking alive. All right? You need medium well to kill all the bacteria. Now in a steak, only the outside
Great that I started this.
only the outside needs to be cooked all the way, right? Because the inside has not touched the air. Okay, so you can do a rare steak because
Yeah.
you're searing the outside and killing all the bacteria
agree.
that's touched the outside.
See, it's not that complicated for me. If I bite into a burger and it's like pinker and squishier on the inside, that's just kind of gross to me. Because like ground beef is already like really gross and squishy, and that's nasty. But like a steak isn't like squishy like that. I don't know. Honestly, I'm strange and crazy with the way that I eat food anyway. But I like my steak like cool in the middle. That's how rare I want it to be.
Okay.
But I would not eat a burger that is like pink in the middle. I mean, I guess I will, because I
Ron,
have.
just
but
stop
I
eating meat.
prefer not to.
I mean, I don't want to stop eating meat. I like meat too much.
Yeah, we're gonna eat.
I
Ron's
do.
leg.
I like I don't know what it is about steak, but it like brings out the inner carnivore in me, and like I want it to like moo. when I
damn.
For
cut it.
Valentine's Day, I made us some steaks that were mighty rare.
They super were.
I made a what do you call it was a filet mignon.
Yeah.
I made some filet mignon for us for Valentine's Day, and I'd never made it before, and for those of you who aren't aware, it's pretty fucking thick, right? It's a thick motherfucker. It's like probably 2.5, 3 inches thick. In the middle, it was pretty much raw. I felt weird eating it.
Yeah. But it was good.
You guys, it was very rare. You guys ever? I saw online once somebody say you should measure all your fingers so you know exactly how long they are.
That's actually kind of smart.
Okay, why?
So that you can spot and measure things.
Oh.
So like I know that my pinky and my thumb are the same length. They're both 2.5 inches long. So I can tell you that this mouse is about 3 inches long. That's how I just judged what that steak was. I'm gonna say it was about 2.5 inches thick. Because it's about as thick as my thumb.
The Hannibal Hands meme, I don't get it.
This is like the Hannibal Hands meme.
You have to send me that.
I don't know if he's talking about Hannibal Lecter or Hannibal Buress.
I think it's Hannibal. Because he does. There's the thing. I think I know what you're talking about now. Quarantine is going really great. Yeah.
We've already decided to eat Ron's leg.
What?
Last week we wholly decided.
Heather, go get a measuring tape real quick.
No.
Will you?
I'm not like your retriever person.
Okay, but I
for the
can't.
show.
I can't exit out the thing. And
We don't need one right now. Do we?
I want each of us to measure our fingers so we can know how long our fingers are. Go grab the measuring tape. It's just in the other room.
Where at?
It'll be on the table,
That's unfinished.
the unfinished table.
You're free for a minute. From this madness.
Tip of your pinky to the tip of your thumb. Yeah. Tip of the pinky to the tip of my thumb. I believe I measured it at 9 inches.
Tip of the morning to you.
I measured my hand and my fingers. Why don't you film yourself finishing those? It's pine. The table is made of pine. We built a table made of pine. It's unfinished. Heather's injured. Why didn't you make Ron or Maddie go? Because I'm trapped behind the desk. As you can see, it's not. It takes a whole fucking thing to get me out behind this desk. And Maddie has no idea where the measuring tape would be. So sending him wouldn't be no good.
I'm still not sure where the cups are. I don't look around at all.
You don't know where the cups are?
Not really. They're somewhere in the kitchen. They're in a cabinet.
There's. You should know where the cups
I know
are.
where the plates and bowls are, and the silverware. And
All right,
that's it.
let's see this measuring tape.
I had to get it out of my Warhammer shit because it was not on the table as I was informed.
Yeah, Heather is injured.
Let's see, from
If we
tip of
pray
my
to Bob,
thumb-
maybe she'll be healed.
tip of my thumb to the tip of my pinky is 9 inches.
I do the measurements.
9 inches. My
It's not.
my thumb is 2.5. My pinky is
Oh, that's a good idea, Bob. Maybe
little-
next
a
time.
little
when I reach
more
that
than
point.
2.5. Just a little bit more than 2.5. My thumb is like a little bit more than 2.5.
I started
too.
painting the Ratapult.
Now measure yours.
Okay, what am I measuring?
Measure the wingspan of your hand
Okay,
from pinky to thumb.
it's like 8 inches, almost exactly.
All right, and now measure your thumb.
My fingers are all crooked and stupid. It's like 2 inches.
2 inches. Now
Yeah,
now do your
ish.
pinky.
It's like 2.5.
All right, now you know. Now if you're ever measuring something and you're like, how big is this thing? You can lay out your thumb and be like, it's 2.5
All right, let's see
or
here.
2 or whatever.
Paint your dollies live. Okay.
Okay, my hand's
No, flatten your hand. Flatten your
It's
flatten.
as flat as it's gonna get. That's about 8.5.
All right.
My pinky is
How come?
about 2.5, 2.25. Thumb is about the same. No, thumb's about 2.
Am I the only person who can't do that?
What?
I can't. It doesn't. This is it, man.
Can you raise? You can't raise your pinky.
No, it's
show
as
the
high as
show
it
the people
goes.
at home.
I don't know. Can you see? This is as high as it goes.
Raise it
Like,
above your head.
That's it.
Can you move just the upper portion of your finger?
No, I like my whole hand will move if I'm. But these two fingers are basically like extremely connected.
Not a
So
lot.
like this is it. This is it.
No, this is great TV.
Oh my
Nobody
God.
can see shit about
This
what
is
we're
it.
doing.
Like, am I the only person who has this problem? Oh, that's a good angle. Look, it doesn't go. That's it. I can't do it.
At least you have a pinky. Mine is non-existent.
I mean, you have the pinky.
It's
It's there.
barely. I have very fat, small hands.
Oh, folks, we're about halfway through the show. Now, my pinky is a hook, so no, Heather, you are not alone. Yeah, Katie did get her pinky finger broken as a child.
Yeah, but like I didn't. Mine are just stupid like that.
Maybe we should break your finger and that would fix it.
Okay, I don't think it's that serious.
Can we not?
Let's play the Zap game.
No, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, you are.
Tell everybody the story about how I fell down the stairs. It was pretty sweet.
And I will.
Maddie, take this one. And then everybody watch the light, okay? I'm going to actually do my right hand, so I think that would be
I'm gonna just
faster.
let go.
When the music stops,
I don't want to play this horrible game.
when the music stops, you got to hit the button. Oh, damn! Why is it always me? Shit!
Because you make people play the game and it knows.
All right, one more. One
Okay.
more.
No!
One more.
I'll
Come
do
on,
it.
Heather, one more. You got to grab it or else you're going to get shocked.
I'm not touching it, so it doesn't matter.
Hit the button. Heather,
I'm nervous.
play the game with us. Ah, why? Why do I suck?
Nothing happened.
One more time.
No.
Come on. Until I win. Let me win.
I'll do it with you, Ron.
All right, me and Maddie are gonna do it. Heather, bring it back.
If I can do this shit.
Are you playing, Heather?
No, hell no.
Then you need to not just. You can't just be handing it out. All right.
Turn
so
this thing
you
up
have
to
to
the
use this
max.
one.
Okay.
Heather, crank it up.
What's wrong with you people? You're
Crank it
massive.
all the way up. All right.
I'm just gonna stare right at Ron. I'm nervous.
Damn, that hurts.
You're so bad at this game.
Nothing happened.
Your reaction time
All
is
right,
terrible.
one more. Come on, I gotta win. Come on.
I'm willing to
Damn.
take the pain.
I have
Nothing's
to
happening.
It
I
cranked.
have to stop.
Cranking it up all the way really hurts. All right, one more.
No, I have
Come
to
on,
put an
one
end
more.
to this.
No, I'll turn it off here. I'll show you how to turn it off.
You just keep saying one more.
Come on, me and Maddie, one more. I don't want to. I just want to win once. I just want to win once. Come on, Maddie.
All right.
I don't know why.
All right.
God. All right.
What?
I'm just gonna read chat the whole time. Ron is a sadist. I might scream.
Yes.
Oh God. Oh, it's still going. Oh, that was weird. That wasn't that bad.
It's not that bad. It's just scary.
Okay, it wasn't
All
that
right.
scary.
All right. I won.
Ron did it.
I'm pretty sure Maddie just let me win.
No, I actually was just reading chat, so I wasn't hyper focused on it.
Oh,
All right, you did it. You won.
I finally won.
How much of a
Well,
wimp is
I feel
Ron?
like, yeah.
Yeah, I think Maddie.
I mean,
Look, it's scary
I'm a
when
little
it hits.
fucked up. Okay.
Yeah, I think Maddie's just like the Terminator or something.
I thought it felt kind of nice.
Wow. Okay.
Maybe you need like a TENS unit. They sell them at like grocery stores. I saw one at.
Yeah, hook my ass up.
I saw one at Kroger when I was there yesterday.
Shock the hell out of me. I won't feel it.
Whew.
Yeah, Ron screamed. I thought I was gonna freak out.
I scream because it's scary.
I was literally
It is a
shocked
little
by a wall
alarming.
socket.
Have
Yeah.
you gotten shocked by it, Heather?
Yeah.
This is my new favorite part of the show. I don't understand why I always lose though.
Because you have very bad reaction time.
Yeah. What can I do to improve it?
I don't know. You play video games your whole life, so really that would have been my suggestion.
Yeah.
Maybe
could
this
start-
is why I'm so bad at
We
video
could just
games.
start throwing things at you and, like, get you used to...
No, that's alright. I'm good. You don't need to throw anything at me. So what bits did you guys bring to the show this week?
Done.
Crickets.
We already discussed this. The bit that I brought to the show is my charming presence.
Tell me a story.
I'm just an asshole.
Well, I ain't got nothing.
Let's talk about the collapse of Airbnb, folks.
Yeah,
Airbnb is
Airbnb,
being destroyed by the coronavirus.
which is fine because landlords are parasites.
And people were renting out places in New York and California and not telling the owners and then selling them on Airbnb or renting them on Airbnb.
I have no problem with that, but Mr. Zion's story. I've got a lot of Mr. Zion
Yeah,
stories.
I've got a couple of them. I wasn't in humanities, but I did have him as my history teacher when I was like a freshman.
And you hated him.
Oh, I super hated him.
See, I think a lot of people who had Mr. Zion as a teacher liked him.
Okay, well, I hated him.
You hated him. Why? Because he called you a heathen.
That was one of the many reasons. His teaching method relied heavily on humiliation,
Yes, it did.
and I was not a fan of that. That might be true, Richie.
Only men liked him?
that could
I don't
be
think that's true.
I don't know. I just, like, his entire thing was, like, humiliating people. Why was I a heathen? So, a lot of his method for, like, assigning group assignments and figuring out, like, what thing you were going to have to do for, like, a research project or whatever. Like, if he ever needed to assign you to something, it was never just, like, we're going to pick random people or, like, he always came up with some kind of crazy thing. So his crazy thing was to have everybody in the room line up by religion,
Mm-hmm.
starting with the good Christians on one end, and I'm quoting, the good Christians on one end and the godless heathens on the other. And then everybody who, like, was in between and actually had some sort of religious affiliation was fine, but when he got to the godless heathen side, it wasn't just, like, he put you in your group, he also interrogated you first as to why you were a godless heathen. And I was, like, I don't know, a freshman in high school, so, like, 14, was not super thrilled with this experience. That's just one of the many. The other one might have been the time.
Him?
I told him it was none of his business.
Wow, I didn't have the balls.
I think
to
I
tell him
basically
stuff like
just
that.
said, like, I don't know, I was still figuring it out or something.
Who else was in your group?
I don't remember. There were only like 3 of us. Yeah, crawling around on the floor to pick things up was always great too. Or like you would have to go pick up papers, you'd like crawl around on your knees and flap your arms like a duck. Or a chicken.
Yeah, when I didn't turn in an assignment, he made me walk like a he called me a lame duck and then had me walk back to my desk flapping my wings and quacking like a duck.
Yeah. That the lining up thing was the thing I didn't like. But there was one other experience which I, especially back then, was an extremely shy person. Like, public speaking, horrifying experience. Talking to people in general, horrifying experience. I think I'm much better about that. I still have my moments, but I'm much better about that. But it meant that if I ever had to get up and give a presentation, I really hated it. Like, I just hated it. It stressed me out so much. So, I was up in front of the class, giving a presentation. That's true. So, I was up in front of the class giving a presentation about something I don't even remember anymore. And he interrupted me mid-sentence to do a poll in the classroom of who thought I was actually shy and who thought I was just stuck up.
What did the poll say?
It was like 50-50. He like had everybody raise their hands. Like, if you think Heather's really just stuck up, raise your hand. If you think she's actually shy, raise your hand. Yeah. So that was about when I was like, when all my friends were in humanities and were like, Heather, join humanities. I was like, ha ha ha, fuck no.
Damn.
Because I would never have him again. And then when I wasn't in humanities, he like came to me and tried to have this really frank conversation about how smart I was and I should definitely be in humanities, and I was very much like, no, fuck you.
Is he dead?
Nobody got fired.
Ron's gonna take a trip down the stairs next.
I already did too.
But that's why I did not like.
Yeah, he did punch a custodian.
Yep.
Holy shit!
He did also pay Bruce money to hole punch things every day before classes.
That's pretty great.
He got kicked off being a hockey coach because he poked a kid in the cheek so bad.
I did not like him.
I think Mr. Zion taught me that every other class that I had was bullshit, and I believe that he was right.
But his class was bullshit too.
I don't think it was.
I truly think it was.
I think he taught me that I can't bullshit. Like, I need to actually try. Or, differently, that I need to bullshit at another level. Like,
I agree.
At like a higher tier. I needed to up my level of bullshit in order to pass the smell test of Mr. Zion.
I don't think I learned anything in Zion's class.
Heather,
Zion
you
liked
were dating
to
my
talk.
brother at the same class as me, and we sat together, and you barely spoke. You were definitely shy. He black-pilled you.
I don't even know what that means.
And now you have your own talk show. That's right. Now I bullshit for a living. This is how I make my
Brought to you by Bob.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Bob.
That's right. Thank you, Bob.
I just don't think I learned anything in his class other than that I really hated it.
Ron, can you hit us with a Zion story? The one that I will always remember is when so whenever there were wet wipes.
Oh boy.
There were wet wipes. whenever he would, so let's say that he was asking you to turn to a page in a book. He would say, turn to this page in your book where you'll see a picture of Heather Wells, and then you turn to the picture and it would be like Queen Elizabeth or something. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like it would be something weird. Like he would always do that. And I remember he said, turn to this page of the book where you'll see a picture of Eric Stabonner, and he turned to the page and it was like Mussolini or something.
Oh no!
It was like somebody like not that nobody wanted to be, and Eric was like, "Yeah, well, at least I'm not fat."
Oh!
And Mr. Zion goes, "What?" And then like there was like nothing. And then later, when we would go to do an assignment, you would say like, okay, here's my first choice for the assignment, here's my second choice, here's my third choice. And on Eric's, he like gave him like not even his third choice. He gave him like he like assigned him one randomly and was like, next time speak up when you're something like that. Like he clearly knew it was Eric that said it.
What an asshole.
Another time he came up behind me and he started rubbing my ear.
Nope. Don't like this already.
Just rubbing my ear.
Nope.
That's weird.
Very uncomfortable with that.
Another time, he bought me
Yeah,
and
I know, Richie. What?
he bought me and Zach Motter pizza to assemble chairs in the summertime. It was over the summer.
Okay.
This man sounds insane.
He was kind of insane.
I don't like this at all.
I did not like him.
Coot Shoot, who are you? How do you know so much about Mr. Zion? I don't know who that is.
He was a strange man.
What kind of coot you shoot?
Oh my god.
Oh, it's Ten Ike. What's up? Let's see. What else was Mr. Zion known for? He would always sort everybody by if they were workhorses,
Oh yeah, that thing.
show ponies.
Weird.
Dark
What-
Horse was one.
Yeah, and then there was always like the like shitty like fucking dumbass lame mules, lame donkeys or something.
What the hell's up with this dude?
And yeah, I was like a lame donkey every time. Shaggy Dogs, that's what it was. The Shaggy Dogs. Yep, I was a Shaggy Dog, so was Bruce. Shaggy Dogs.
He did that with us too.
I think he must have done it with everyone.
Yeah.
Like Tim Allen. Another Mr. Zion story. I don't know. I feel like things with Mr. Zion got a little weird after he got fired for assaulting a lady.
You think they got weird after that and not before?
And then he showed up. He was at our prom.
I remember that.
Oh, that's another thing he would do is that if you messed up, he would make you get in the machine. And he's a big guy like me, you know what I mean, but way taller even. And he would make you stick your head in between his. He would hold his arm out like a circle like this, stick your head in there, and then be like, and like jiggle up against you. Put your head in the machine.
That sounds like assault.
Put your head in the
Ron.
machine, Ronnie.
Ron, that sounds like assault. I really don't like this anymore.
He was
That sounds like
the
assault.
dude was weird.
I don't like this.
If you didn't
Mr. Teacher Adam Sandler.
if you didn't do an assignment, then you had to put your name in the green book.
Yep.
Why is it Mean Girls now?
The green book, and he would be like, "It's over by the bug," and it was like this weird metal like insect, and he'd be like, "The bug." So if you ever see me go, say something about the bug. It's specifically referring to that.
I was more
I
comfortable
heard
talking
Cooney
about
was
impact
pretty
of
good.
poop.
The bug. Well, we had the bug in Bruns's class. Something about Eric coloring in 2 maps, one for someone else. His was great, and then the teacher, the other was a failure. Yeah, I think that was like Eric colored in a map for Alex, and they were like basically identical, but for some reason, Alex like failed. And Eric passed or something like that. It was something ridiculous, something like that. Maybe Alex can clarify in the chat. He borrowed my book, mine passed. Yeah. I remember one of our classmates figured out that, like, because the way that Mr. Zion would often grade homework was you'd had to walk through Fat Ass Pass and hold up, that's what he called it, and hold up your homework for him to look at.
I had Miss Lamont. She's my favorite
And she would go by, you would go by and he would look at it, and then the next person, and then the next person, and then every once in a while he would stop somebody and then make them like look at it. Well, this one guy had the reputation of like he always did the work, right? In fact, I believe he was our class president, and the rumor was at least that he was just taking like a 5-paragraph essay and moving the paragraphs around. And it had nothing to do with the assignment, and he would get passed every time because Mr. Zion would only stop people like me who he thought were not doing it.
The man was insane.
Yeah, probably. And then, yes, he did have a thing of wet wipes that he brought to the bathroom with him.
But he would make somebody else, like, carry him back.
Well, no, sometimes he would make people go get him off his desk and hand it to him. And then I remember one time he, like, left him in there, and he would go in and make people get him. Fat Ass Pass, talk about that. Yeah, Fat Ass Pass, I mean, was just, you had to walk through Fat Ass Pass, which is where Mr. Zion sat. He didn't sit at his desk, he sat at like a table.
Yeah.
Like, he would sit at the table.
Because he didn't have, like, his room didn't have, like, desks in it, right? They were, like, big round tables.
It was big
or
round
something?
tables, yeah. And he had a desk, but he didn't ever sit at it. He would sit at a desk with someone, and then you had to walk through Fat Ass Pass. Remember when Eric's mom sat in during a class when we told her all these stories? I don't remember that, actually. But that was probably before I was friends with Eric, really. I mean, I knew Eric, but we didn't talk that much. That's so funny.
Do you remember how if you, like, missed a day because you were, like, sick or something, he would give you extra, like, you would have to take an extra exam?
you would have to do, like, a take-home...
Like a take-home exam. It was, like, always something really big and long if you, like, missed a day for being sick.
And so my freshman year, I never missed a single day.
The crazy French teacher.
Miss Bouche?
No. Ooh, yes?
No.
She was the one with the big crazy hair.
Madame Bunk?
That sounds right. Yes. The one who, like, hysterically lost her mind and started screaming and crying because she never had kids because of us, she said.
Me and another kid wrote "Say No to Espanol" on our shirts and wore them to class to make her mad. My class got through one chapter of American history the whole year.
She cried to you guys about that too, Richie? Oh my goodness. Yeah, that was a wild time. Maybe that was a yearly thing.
She cried about what?
So, like, I don't know, people were being mean to her or something, just being difficult in the way that high schoolers often could be difficult. And she, like, lost her mind and started screaming and crying at us and saying that we were the reason that she could never have kids.
Which one ate spaghetti with chocolate syrup?
Ew.
The younger one.
That's disgusting. I distinctly recall that in my French class that I sat in the back with Alex Tenike and Brian and we just cheated endlessly. We just basically cheated our way through that class. Yeah, Brian Fillion. Thank you. Yeah. Fillion would print out these little tiny cheat sheets, and they must have been in like 2-point font, and we sat all the way in the back. Yep. And he would hand us to them, and I would keep it in my sleeve and just.
So
that's the only reason I fucking passed French.
I'm generally a good student. I was generally a good student. I got good grades. French is the only class I've cheated in.
Really?
Yep.
How'd you do that?
I had one of those Trapper Keepers that was like translucent color, and I sat it on the floor and would put my foot down on it so that I could see.
That gave me the worst anxiety. I remember, like, there were multiple times when she would come and walk by us because clearly we were like, I just knew that, like, we didn't do much of the homework.
Mr. Heck or whatever.
At least I didn't do much of the homework. And also, like, if she ever called on me, I didn't know any French, and then I would just fucking ace every test. Like,
Oh, I did have him. Was he the one who always kept his room super warm because he had Raynaud's?
I don't know. I never took physics.
Because I think he was the one that
He had an affair?
I realized that if I would go, if I got stuck on a question on the test, I'd walk up to his desk and sit it down and be like, I don't understand how you worded this question, and he would just tell me the answer. And I figured out that's what he would do. And so every single time, if it was like I straight up just had no idea what the answer was, I would just go up and be like, I don't understand how you worded this question, and he would just tell me the answer. And then I just started playing
Wild World.
Wild World in his class.
Animal Crossing.
What the
I just
fuck?
played Animal Crossing in his class. And it was really funny because he never told me to stop. Instead, he was like, are you two playing together? Because I used to sit next to Meg. And we'd be like, yeah. Like, we were playing, like, wirelessly or whatever. He's like, oh, that's really cool.
What a cool ass teacher.
Did not care. Did not care. Not a good teacher. Did not care.
Jesus
What?
Christ. Someone caught Mr. Spallino having sex with another teacher in the machine trades room. I cheated on most of his tests by copying the salutatorian.
Oh, nice.
How about the athletic trainers sleeping with athletes after we graduated?
What the hell?
Man,
I don't know about that.
man. Weren't they like twins? It was like a twins. Am I thinking of something else?
The school is wild. Yeah.
It's public school, man. Man, all these crazy fucking stories. Heather, how are you enjoying Animal Crossing?
How am I enjoying Animal Crossing? It's really good.
I have some qualms
Okay? With Animal Crossing?
with Animal
I
Crossing.
thought you were going to complain about how I played Animal Crossing again. Because it causes you anxiety.
What did Mr. Ralph do? I missed that.
I don't even know who that is.
He was I don't know what he taught, actually. I never had him. I know that he was a tennis coach.
Oh, I don't know.
I have some qualms with the new Animal Crossing.
Okay.
First of all, I think they don't give you enough inventory space for all the shit they expect you to have on hand all the time.
Yeah, I wish you could craft out of your house inventory.
Yes, I agree.
Has anybody tested if you put a workbench in your house, does it let you craft out of your house inventory?
I've not tested that. Because anytime I want to craft, I'm outside. You can unlock more inventory. Yeah, I know. I think I've got the max inventory now. I've got 4. I think I can hold 40 things, but still half of that is one of the girls I took to school senior year got caught having sex in the bathroom. Yeah, I have 4 rows of items. Man, this is a conversation that's just fucking got whiplash.
I know.
I have 4 rows of items, but at least half of that is taken up in shit, like inventory stuff.
Yeah, so like...
I hear Reggie.
Hi,
I
Reggie.
see Reggie. Oh, come here, Reggie.
He wants dinner. He's like, it's 2.5 hours late for dinner.
He was also one of the behavioral teachers. Senior year, I tutored his behavioral science students. Come here, buddy. I want to know if the people at home could hear him yelling.
Reggie has been summoned. Hi, Reg. Hi, boy.
Where are you going?
This is the content
Aw.
people are looking for.
Don't forget to hit that follow button.
Hit that follow button if you want to see more Reggie. Right up there. Hit that follow button. I think I need like 1 or maybe 2 more followers before I can become an affiliate.
Poor Reggie. Hi, bud.
Another qualm that I have with the game is that I find it difficult to do. When I need to do batch crafting, like if I need to make, like, so for instance, earlier today, I was like, I'm gonna make a shitload of fish bait. I'm gonna make fish bait. So I just crammed my inventory full of clams and then started making fish bait, but you can only make one at a time.
Yeah, that's a bummer. I don't like that either.
And the clams don't stack. I wish the clams stacked. Oh, bye, Reg.
Bye, Reggie.
Got cat hair all over you.
So much. He's shedding so much right now. We're definitely in like the spring blowout.
Some other qualms I have are I really don't like that in the beginning they block you off from visiting your whole island. You can't go to the other parts of your island unless you have the boop thing. The, what is that called? Like the pole
Vaulting
vault?
pole?
Vaulting pole.
Reggie.
And then later you can't visit the upper parts of your town unless you have a ladder.
Yeah, I didn't mind that the island was all split up because, like, I don't know, I have not been approaching this game as, like, sit and just want to play it for, like, 12 hours straight, but that's just purely because Final Fantasy XIV consumes my entire life.
Come make a frame, Reg. Come on.
So,
Yeah, I guess, like, I just wanted to know what my whole island looked like. Like, I wanted to explore my island, and I was just frustrated with that. I can see why other people would be okay with it, but...
yeah, I didn't mind it. Like, Animal Crossing is the kind of game that I've been, like, picking up and playing for, like, an hour in the morning and then an hour at night, maybe. And that's pretty much it.
The other thing that I find baffling is that they start you off with a store that's open 24 hours a day.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
And then when
that
you get
sucked.
the upgrade, it's only open from 8 to 10.
Which, like, at least you can still sell stuff
yeah.
in the Dropbox.
Yeah.
But because, like, the thing that I always found that I had a problem with Animal Crossing after I started working a fucking 8 to 5 job is I would not actually get to start playing until, like, 6 p.m. and the store would be closed already.
Yeah.
Reggie's throwing a fit because it's way past dinner time and he's angry. I'm probably going to have to go feed him in a second.
He can last another 20 minutes. Madeline is a menace. She keeps destroying
I destroyed
all the
one of my
rocks.
rocks on accident. I didn't know that eating a fruit and then hitting a rock with anything meant that you broke the rock.
Another little hang-up I have is that, well,
I'm so
two
itchy
things.
now because of him.
Two things.
I know.
First thing, it takes a long. I think it takes a week for you to be able to upgrade the resident services tent into a resident services building.
Yeah.
And when that resident services building is being updated, you can't access the shopping thing. You can't access your savings account. You can't pay off
That
your
didn't
loan.
bother me.
You can't.
Like, I didn't
get any
need to be
tickets to
paying
leave
off
the
my
island?
loan.
I find that to be irritating. Like, why would they block off so many things just because that one building is being
Yeah.
upgraded? Like, I can live with, like, well, the shop is closed for a day.
Time skip.
And then the last thing is the music, which is that until you get the resident services building, you don't get the hourly
Yeah, I
music.
don't understand that. That was a
Why
little
would they not
weird.
do the hourly music? You had to have, like, tutorial guitar. I saw
Yeah.
people calling it. It sounds like a fucking, like a 90s acoustic jam
Yeah, that was
band.
weird.
all the time.
Where's KK Slider?
Oh, like, that's the whole plot of once
We
you
gotta
build
get
the resident
popular
services
enough
building.
for KK Slider to come.
Yeah,
to
we're gonna
the-
host a concert. So I think my biggest complaint, and this is just me probably personally because of what I care about. He does show up in a dream at the beginning, KK Slider.
Which is fucked up.
I don't like that Mabel and, like, more items in the shop are, like, a distant thing in the future. And Mabel showed up for me twice so far, and I keep buying her entire stock because it's like, please God, just move to my island so that I can look cute. Like, this is what I want, is to look cute. So that annoys me that, like, the shop stuff is, like, so small at first. But, like, other than that, I do like a lot of the changes that they've made. Like, I like that all I have to do is build a mirror and I can, like, change every single thing about my character without having to play some kind of stupid, like, answer how you feel in the moment questionnaire, and then end up with a haircut I don't even like, and then you can't even do it again that day, and you have to
You
fix
need
it.
a guide for it.
It's good that they fixed that.
I'm glad that's different. You can change your skin tone whenever you want. You can change your hairstyle whenever you want, the color of your hair. That stuff's all really cool, so I like that stuff a lot. I also think that the customizing furniture stuff is really cool because there's a lot of furniture that I'm glad I can like repaint to a different color. So that stuff's all really good. It's just like I think it's a good game.
Yeah, I think it's a good game too.
I like that it feels like there's also a lot of freedom for being able to choose your neighbors if you find a person on an island. The very first day I found 2 islands back to back that had people on them, and I've never found them again.
I had some issues with islands too. Like,
I think they're cool.
I think the islands are fine, but so many of them are so boring. And I've never found an island with a person on it, as far as I know.
The tarantulas
Like
hate
the
them.
Tarantula Island is the one everybody talks
Yeah,
about.
I found the Rancho Island.
I did not find
that
that
was
one.
scary. I didn't
That's the
like
one that
it.
makes everybody rich.
I
have
didn't
not
take the
found that
opportunity
one.
to make myself rich. I didn't even think about that. I was too busy being extremely stressed out about the fact that there were giant tarantulas chasing me.
I one time went to the Bamboo Island, but it was before I understood that bamboo was something that I would have to... Like, I dug up the bamboo sprouts, but I didn't realize that I could chop down the bamboo
Oh.
trees to get the bamboo, which is then used
Yeah.
to craft other things.
Also,
So,
like big F in the chat for Rachel, who found apparently the super rare treasure island and thought it was a useless island and then left it.
Oh no.
Because it looks like a useless island where
Big
it's
rip.
like just a little tiny island in the middle surrounded by a bunch of water you can't vault over or anything like that, and
Oh,
a single
no.
rock on the shore. And if you break the rock on the shore, it teleports you to the island in the middle or something. And all the rocks there are bell rocks, and it's like 60,000 bells.
Oh no,
But, like,
Rachel, no.
There's nothing that would make that apparent, and I guess like if you don't have a fruit with you, you won't be able to break that other rock. So like, take fruit with you to the islands, I guess, is the lesson that you're learning here.
that sucks.
Wow.
I'm enjoying it. I just...
Hey, it's
I,
fun.
I wish the islands were cooler.
See,
Like, the island in New Leaf was such a big part of that game.
I know, and I didn't like it.
I
I
didn't
think
like it
it
either.
ruined the game, honestly. In the long run, it ruined the game, but it made some... It was cool. Like,
It was
hey, I can
interesting.
go to this island where it's always summertime. I can do summer bugs and summer fish and stuff like that.
Yeah.
These islands is just like, okay, what if you went to a part of your island, but it was shitty?
But see, here's the thing,
Like,
though.
okay, it's like overgrown. It's
The
the same
mystery
fruit,
islands
same
like appeal to
flowers.
me because I'm the kind of dumbass that plays gacha games and likes blind boxes. And you're like, 2,000 Nook Miles. It could be a pile of trash island, or it could be a cool island. And I'm like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Mystery island. I'll spend 2,000 Nook Miles to get. It could be anything.
Yeah.
Could be anything.
I just, when I go to that island, I want to be able to come back and feel like
It's been a cool island like 3 times for me.
I want to go, even if it's not super cool, I want to go and be able to come back having done something that I felt like I couldn't do in my own island. Like, does that make sense? Like, I want
The different fruit is rad, though. I had one of those and, like, shake the fruit out of the tree, eat the fruits, and dig up the entire ass tree and transplant them into your town, and now you have fully grown foreign fruit trees.
I had,
Wow.
yeah, I did that
That's
last
pretty cool.
night. So last night I went to an island that had oranges, and I was like, "Fuck this! I'm not wasting this opportunity." It was finally an island that was different. So I dug up all the trees
Yeah, that's what I did
in my
with the Apple
inventory,
Island,
and then I was like, "You know what? Let's just go all out." And I demolished the whole island and turned it into a tarantula island for myself, right? Because if you get rid of all the different ways bugs can spawn, the only bugs that will spawn are wharf roaches, tiger beetles, and tarantulas. So I filled my fucking inventory with tarantulas.
That's gross.
I made like 200,000 bells and brought home 13 orange trees.
I kind of like that. It's more work than you just go to the new island, the New Leaf Island, and catch beetles that get you a bajillion bells with minimal effort. I don't know. I think it's cool.
I think there's a middle ground between an island that is no different than your island and an island that just is insanely broken.
Because even I don't know though, because like even if an island doesn't look different from your island, like I went to that island earlier today. It had pears. It barely had anything else, but it had a small pond and it had a river, and then it had an upper pond that was like connected to the river and the waterfall. And despite the fact that I fished in my own river a million times and only ever gotten loaches, I fished in that river and got like 5 bluegill.
Yeah.
And I got a ranchu goldfish, and I got a regular goldfish.
But you could have just done that in your home.
But I feel like the spawn rates are different, is what I'm saying.
Mm.
Because I caught like 4 bluegill there, but I fished in my own, and all I ever catch is like loaches and bitterlings.
Mm.
Either I just was getting really weirdly lucky,
I don't know.
or the spawn rates are different on the islands.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'll tell you one thing. I also got that Doom 64 on Switch. And I'm going to go ahead and suggest that folks avoid buying Doom 64 on Switch. It is fucking bad. It's not even like the game is bad. The game is fine. The port is terrible. It's like the controls are ass. By default, they don't give you a sprint button, which is necessary in Doom. You have to go in the controls and assign yourself a sprint button. You can't like turn your character unless you are hitting exactly the right axis to turn right or left.
Great. That sounds fun and exciting.
Yeah, if you like go do slightly like down and right, doesn't turn you. You just stop moving.
Oh, he's coming back. He's angry.
What's up, Reggie? Come on the show,
Reggie,
bud.
should we measure your tail? Because I know it's really short.
Hi, bud.
That meow was so watery.
He's crying. He's crying tears.
Hi, bud.
Reggie.
He begs.
Says, what are you fuckers doing out here?
Reggie's
Go
now
back
covering
ups-
the chat.
Go upstairs. Come on up, buddy. Yeah, come on up. You coming up? Coming up here?
Hi.
Reggie. Oh.
Uh-oh. Reggie sees audio.
Look at him.
Wow, he's very interested in the audio bar. Rubbing on the TV.
He screams. There he is. There's the boy. Handsome boy, Reg.
What's up, Reggie?
You don't want that, Reg.
It's not that bad, Reggie. Ron's lying.
Oh, that hurts. That's the spot.
Nope.
Oh, God.
Folks, I think we've run out of things to talk about.
Tired.
Tired.
Yeah. Corona sucks. Quarantine sucks.
We need to get this lockdown over with so we can get some fresh guests on the show. Richie did say that he would join the show this week, but unfortunately Ohio and Michigan are locked down.
Until April 13th.
Yep.
Homestuck Day.
Oh no.
Shit. There's probably something behind that.
Heather's on the floor right now.
Oh,
I was with the cat, okay?
Heather's trapped on the floor now. She's severely
It is.
injured.
It's Homestuck Day.
Real quick, does everyone remember how long their fingers are?
Like 2 inches-ish or something like that.
Yeah. Like 2.25.
Mine's 2.5. A little over 2.5.
Get Toby Fox.
Get Toby Fox on the next episode. Does anybody have his phone number? Can anybody get him to call in?
I mean, I'll tweet him.
I was thinking about this. If I had an actual guest on the show, I have no idea what I would ask them.
It would
what we
depend on the
talk about.
guest.
Yeah.
Let's say Toby Fox is on the show. What question do I ask Toby Fox?
Are you working on anything right now? Do you have anything in the pipeline?
I don't know. I don't know that I would think to ask those questions. Arm wrestle, no questions. Why the fuck did you make this garbage?
He didn't make any garbage.
Deltarune and Super Smash.
Come on, Reg.
That's the question? I would just say those things he created? Make him play the Zap game.
Ron finally won the Zap game.
What are you doing, Reggie?
Except I didn't react when I lost, so...
I'm going to move this mouse around and see if I can get Reggie to look at it.
You know what he really, really likes? In Final Fantasy XIV, when you fish, you can put a little glowing light on the end of the fishing pole. And then when the fish bite, the fishing pole, like, and the little glowing light will, like, twitch, and Reggie loves it.
Aw, Reggie.
He loves to fish.
Shout out to the animator who created that animation for giving joy to our cat.
Just found a village on a mystery
Wow,
island.
okay. I don't know, I
What
see
a flex, okay? What a flex.
Ugh.
Brian gets really mad when I accomplish anything in Animal Crossing. He also gets really mad because my approach to catching bugs is like, if I see a tarantula, I don't like creep up to it or plan my approach. I just charge that thing and then swing my net like a maniac.
Yep, you sure do.
I didn't have an open lot when I saw mine.
It's Spyro.
It is Spyro. That's how I play it as well. I do. I play most games like that. Is the secret. Wait until, if you guys start playing Final Fantasy XIV with me, wait until I tank a dungeon for you, because we pull mobs until the dungeon physically stops me from pulling mobs by putting a wall in the way. And y'all just gonna deal with it, because
She
that's
did that
just
to
how I
me.
tank.
Damn.
Heather tanked the dungeon for me in Final Fantasy, and that's what she did.
I just go. You can't.
She literally
you
told
can't
me,
stop
I'm gonna
me.
pull everything.
Big dick pulls. Big dick pulls. It's the only way. It's the only way to do it, man.
It worked.
Except on Gunbreaker, which feels real bad to try to do big dick pulls on, but I'm doing it anyway. Yep. Just go. Pedal to the metal. You just do it the, like...
Himbo
Mode
mode activated.
activated. Yeah, that's true.
Hell yeah.
That is... Yep, that about sums it up. You did about sum it up. Play Final Fantasy XIV.
Folks, if you're still with us, just slam that follow button.
Yeah.
Just crush it.
Hit the follow button and
Hit
play
that
Final
follow
Fantasy
button.
XIV.
If you want to hear more about Final Fantasy
We're on Crystal Data Center. I might watch JoJo. Bob, you're tempting me.
slam that follow button.
You can't just be like, here's a show about all these
Reggie.
big titty himbos.
Reggie, come on.
I need one follower. I need one follower to have 50 followers. Who will be my 50th follower? Reggie, go make a... Whoa, we got
I'm
a...
sure you'll fit right in.
Kyle? Thanks, Kyle!
Wait, Kyle, you never followed me before?
Thanks for waiting for this exact moment, because
He
that
wanted
was
to
your
be a
plan all
special
along.
number. He
Wow.
wanted to be a special number. Look at that.
I think that means we did it. We hit 50. Unless he
did
just
50.
unfollowed me and then followed me again. Which is possible.
Yay!
Now you have to have him on the show.
You guys should come on the show when, we're, like, allowed to leave our houses and shit.
I kept forgetting. Wow. Well, folks, I think that's going to do it for our show this
Yeah,
week.
I'm gonna go feed the cat.
We better feed this cat. He's running around on my feet here. I hope everybody heard that. Now I have to stream enough hours to get affiliate. This is the last thing that I needed to do. I've been streaming a lot of Morrowind, so I've got plenty of hours.
Watch Ron play Morrowind.
Gotta go
It's a
feed.
great stream.
Nobody likes to watch Morrowind stream. Morrowind is a great game. I read all the text out loud, so that way you don't have to read anything.
And he fucks up in great ways.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
forgetting to save.
I forget to save a lot.
It's very fun to watch. I think I'm the only regular.
It's a great game. Morrowind, best Elder Scrolls game.
Okay.
Who wants to fight me on that?
Well, you
Not
fight
one.
the people. I'm gonna go feed the cat. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, everybody,
It's
for
been
watching.
real.
Thank you to Kyle and Alex and all the other people who followed me today,
take my
whose
shit.
names I forgot. Daggerfell better. You've never played Daggerfell. Thanve you, everyone. Wave
Oh,
goodbye.
yeah.
Goodbye. Bye. See you next week.
Praise
Bye.
Bob.
Bye.